Welcome back, guys. Look, we're here today. We're inside. This is nice, isn't it? Don't ever happen this normally, does it? But on the positive, I'm going to get wet today because it looks like it's absolutely going to bloody literally chuck it down out there, and it's gone cold. You know, no one likes that. Anyway, what's going on with this caddy? As you see, lovely little caddy. The horn's not working. So I'm going to try and take you through how we're going to diagnose it and hopefully fix it. So stick along. Let's get into this. Right, so this is what it's doing. So, absolutely nothing. When you press that, absolutely nothing is happening. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly check the fuse for it. There is a fuse for it. Right, so in here, we've got our fuse box. See here? Pop that off. That'll lift up. Yeah, take that off. It's in there somewhere. See that? In there? That's where we need to be. Right in there somewhere. So I'll quickly check out what fuse it actually is. 2 seconds. Right, so I had a little look on me, obviously, my software. Apparently it's number 17 is your horn. For the horn, that's for the horn relay. It's the only one I could find, which is, just look back here. It's this one back here. Don't know why you can see that, but as you see on my power probe, just check you've got power. You can do this with a multimeter, obviously, but we're going with power probe. There we go, 12 volts there. Come on. Sorry guys, it's not very good. I could have just pulled this out as well. And 12 volts there. Also, don't forget to actually pull the fuse out. Just check it's not melted or anything like that. Nothing stupid like that. So that looks okay. So we know we've got power there, right? So that's helpful. So we know we've got power to the relay. Now, we will check the relay. We've got to find out where that is first. So bear with me. Right, so if you look for your horn relay, it's R1, which is under the, basically that's behind the dashboard. So I'm quickly going to get behind the dashboard, and we'll get that out, we'll check the relays okay. And then we'll... Right, so what we've got to do to get to the relays. Bit awkward, but you've got to take the dash off here, look. So I'll show you, look. So you see all this here, or this has to come off, because if you, I don't know if you'll be able to see back there, but you see just back there, that's where the relays are. So obviously, I just took that little side panel off, and that's how you get to it. Obviously, that's got to come off. We've got some screws here. So you see you've got a screw there. A few screws dotted about you've got to take out. And then there's one, oh no, there's not one up the side here. Sometimes there's some up the side, but take all them screws out, and then we can actually get access to it. So we're going to check this relay first, because I don't want to go too far, and then we've got down to a horn we didn't need to get down to if the horn relay is no good. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's do this, man. There we go. We'll leave that hanging. So annoyingly, I don't think I've got the correct relay box on my diagram, which is pretty bloody annoying. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to check a load of these relays real quick. I'm going to get my little tester out. I'm just going to run through a couple of them because it's, to me on there, it's showing this one, but it's meant to be a bigger relay. So annoyingly, I'm just going to check a few of them. And if we've got a bad relay, then we'll kind of know, won't we? Okay. Forgot to show that then, but I forgot to press record again like an idiot. What I did quickly do is I swapped a few of the relays around just to kind of cover my arse so we know. I will quickly show you how I'm going to test it properly. But if you look around, see these, obviously same relay, same relay, same relay. So I just moved a few around just to see if the horn would come back, which obviously it's not, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. But I'm going to show you the little machine I've got that you can test them with. So 2 seconds. So this is the little tester I've got. Obviously, connect positive, connect negative. And this is the relay from my little diagram that I do believe is wrong. So this may actually not be the correct relay. We get it. Obviously, we select this one. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins on it. Just change it to 5 pins. So you see there it's on 5 pin. And then we'll stick it in the corresponding hole, which is right there. And just press the button. That's clicking just fine. So that's what I use to test my relays. Quite straightforward. You can use obviously the probe to do it and stuff like that, but while I got that little bit of kit, just use it. Right, so we're going to take the airbag out now because we need to kind of have a look at the horn press, because thinking about it, I should have checked this probably earlier. Couldn't actually hear any clicking coming from the relay when you press the horn. There's no sort of clicking at all, which as we know, it's no good, is it? We need to hear the click, click, click. So what we're going to do, just going to disconnect the battery real quick. Maybe I took that down there somewhere. Get that out of the way. There we go. Took that. Now let's get the steering. Let's get the airbag out. Yeah. Should we get the airbag out? Let's do that. Right. So first things first. To get to this, you need to take this off here. So just grab it, give it a little tug. We'll just pull up and out. Get it out your way for a bit. And there should be some sort of holes here somewhere. One second. Let me just. I think you've got to turn the steering wheel so it's like upside down almost. Right, so this is kind of, I don't know if you can see this very well, but this has kind of got a feel for it. You get a screwdriver in the back here, give it a little click. It should let it off. Just can't get it to let this other side off. So, that's kind of how you do it. I've got the one side off, you see there? That's the one side doing it. But obviously, I've got to try and get that side off. Bloody tight and awkward, so all I'm using is a screwdriver. Pain in the ass, I ain't going to lie to you. What a pain in the ass. Right, finally, we're off. And now all we got to do is get that plug off there. Don't know how I'm going to hold this, but we'll try. So I do believe that there is, try and get this in an angle here. So get a pick. Yeah, like that. Should. We'll wiggle her out, I suppose. Is that good enough? There we go. So yeah, a little white clip. Pops it on, turn that off because that's no good, is it now? That little white clip pulls back, and you just push it in, and away she comes. So now, let's have a look at this one. Right, so a few days later now, guys. This is the Caddy. You've probably seen the service video I did on it. So basically what I did is this had a horn issue. So obviously I didn't record this annoyingly, but I was able to prove that the wiring was good all the way down to the horn. So if I put the power to here, directly to here, if you listen, hang on, let me get onto it. That gives me power, so it's either there, but obviously I've got a fault code now for here, so airbag. By sticking 12 volts to where the relay is, making the horn sound, but I also checked from the relay box up to the column for continuity, and that's all good. So now basically we're going to be doing, this is what I've determined finally, is it's obviously the clock spring that's gone down on it. So we're going to replace that and we'll be all good. Right, so quickly strip all this back down. Let's get the airbag out, get all this done, and we'll be good. So obviously we're going to pop this all back off. I'll quickly do that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get our wheel off. So I'm just going to get a size, get my little gun, and we'll be off. Right, so before you take the steering wheel off, make sure you mark it as well, because the last thing you want is your wheel off centre. This one, you'll probably not be able to see this very well, but in here there is a line and a dot. It was already on this, so but it marries up. So yours may be the same. And then once you've got that bolt out, which is just that, give her a yank, and off she comes. And there we have what we're changing. So we're looking at this. Obviously we've got the airbag plug to undo here, which is that there. Plug that in, so just a little red tab, pull it down, push that in. Same here, red tab, pull it down, push it in. And what else we got? Looking at the new unit, these little wires have got to come out as well. Sorry, just Harry ringing me. So I took a couple of plugs out while I was on the phone, but see these plugs have got to come out. These here, they're not too hard to get out. You see the little lip there? I'm gonna see if I can show you this on this last one. How I do it. Can I get you resting somewhere? Let me get you resting in my lap. So what I did, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So what I did, just literally pulled this little clip back. I had a pick, like I said to you before, go buy picks and just do that. There you have it, out it comes. Nothing too major. I think that's it. So that goes in there. There is an empty slot here, so do be mindful of that. I don't think that'll fit in there, but there we have it. So now we can do our bolts, which is 1, 2, 3. And then we've got our clock spring off, so not so bad. So just a quick T15. And then, right here. And there you have it. Just like that. Shazam. There we go. Well, we get our nice new one. Oh! Tighten that up, plug it all in, and we should be good. And then we take this off once it's tightened up. See this there? That just locks it in place until we obviously get done. So yeah, we'll break that off when we're done, and then we're good to go. Alright, so when you're ready, you basically just grab that, pull that out, and that's it. Put your steering wheel back on, put your airbag in. Once you've plugged it all in, job done. Got it? Cool. Sweet. There we have it. Right, I suppose now it's moment of truth, isn't it? We'll see what happens, I guess. I was going to show you how to send power down it, but you know what? I don't want to strip the dash back off again. I should have shown you this the other day, but basically behind here, the relay box is back behind here, and it's the bottom left relay in the relay box, and it's the center pin that you need to give power to, and that's how you test if the horn wiring's good all the way up to the front, if it's getting power there. Okay, that's the one you need. Maybe I'll show you on mine one day, or I might strip it on mine because this is the same van as mine, so I might strip it and I'll show you.
Having a cocktail and Lewis Capaldi. You know, it's something for the
now I've got horn working. How good is that?
Really, don't mind a bit of that.
There we go. Horn fixed. So if you're having this issue, that's what it is. Clock spring. Obviously, the only annoying thing with this, normally you get an airbag light with these, but there was no airbag light on this, which was actually quite frustrating. So it took me a little longer. It kind of threw me off a little bit, to be honest with you. But this one, as you turn the steering wheel, you could kind of hear the clock spring. It's basically like a ribbon cable, and you could just hear a very, very slight noise. So it had a connection for the airbag. It wasn't until I'd taken it out, that's when I got the airbag light come on. So now we're going to clear the codes and we'll be good to go. Alright, so here's the code I got after I was messing with this last time. So we're going to see if this is going to clear off now. It's a possibility it won't and there's something else going on, but let's see if it clears and goes away now. Yeah, no codes present. So yeah, before it was coming, basically it was coming straight back on. No matter what you did, it will come straight back on. So there you go. If you like that one, that's how you kind of get to the bottom of your horn. Obviously, it's a bit longer than I expected, but it is what it is. You've got to be sure, you've got to be clinical. The last thing you want to do, especially when this clock spring was over £400 to buy. It's like 450 quid basically. Anyway, don't forget, like, follow, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Catch you in the next one. Much love, peace out.